Hello, hello, everybody, and welcome to our business opportunity call. Tonight, you are going to hear from the top leaders of the Legacy Collective. So, every single person that you are going to hear from is a leader, is running a team, is a successful business owner. And I think that if you are on this call or you are watching the recording, probably something that you are wondering about is whether or not you also have to build a team. And I think that there are a lot of people who come into this business and think, I'm interested in this. I'm interested to see if I can do this. I love the products. I know that they have changed my life, but I don't know that I actually want to build a team. And so, what I want to tell you is that our compensation plan and the way that Shaklee is set up is unlike so many other companies out there. And I say that because you can choose to come in and build a very, very successful team, or you can be very, very successful sharing what you love with your friends and family and just doing direct sales online or in person. So the opportunities here are endless. If you are somebody who wants to just do the sales part of it because you don't think that a team is the right space for you at this time, just know that there are commissions, there are bonuses that you can earn, and you can make a very significant income and make this a very lucrative and prosperous opportunity for you and your family. So, without further ado, I am going to pass this over to Katy Baker.
Hi, friends. Welcome to our business opportunity call. I am Katy Baker. I'm a full time paralegal with a real estate law firm. I'm also a rep payee for two individuals. I'm a mom. I'm a wife. We have a six-person household, so I have to run the whole household. And I honestly came into this business not for the business. I honestly came into this with no experience. And I came into this just wanting to shout from the rooftops how amazing this company and their products are. I am currently down 80 plus pounds. And that has been such a eye opener for me as far as my own wellness journey, because I was able to become a student and know that there were actual natural ways to lose weight and not just do fads and trends and diets and all that. So I came into Shackley just because I love the products. I am a product of the products. And I wanted everybody in the entire world to know what Shackley was, what they did. And I just became a student. I became a student of the business and the wellness as a whole. I learned the science, ingredients, and how to share without sounding automated, or pushy. I stayed in my lane with my full time job, and I still continue to do so. I usually work about 50 hours a week with my full time job, and I can't wait to sink my teeth into the business once I'm done with my full time job. So I came into the business with no network or direct sales experience, none whatsoever. I'm a little embarrassed to say, I was not as great as social. Even taking a video, I had to have Cass show me that in September, how to do videos. So I literally came as a blank slate. So I just if you're out there thinking, I can't do this because I have no experience, that is a complete lie. I am living proof that you do not have to have it all put together. And like I said, I didn't join Shackley to make money. I joined because I couldn't stop talking about the products. And like I said, these products skyrocketed my wellness journey. And I knew my purpose was to bring awareness to other struggling people, other people my age. Here's the truth. I didn't know anything about direct sales. I didn't have a social media presence. I didn't even know how to get followers. I didn't even know my Facebook page was private. So I had to undo all that. And now I'm thriving. I absolutely love the business. I can't imagine doing it anywhere else. I get to do it with my best friend as my business partner, and we are just living life to the fullest. And you just don't need a massive experience or following, a marketing degree. You don't need any of that. You can come with a blank slate and learn from the best. And with that, I will pass it along to my best friend and business leader, Marisa Pacetti.
Hi, guys. Thank you for that introduction. That's just like so nice. Makes me feel so special. I love you. I am Marissa. I am a full-time senior loan officer for a credit union. I work 8:30 to 5, Monday through Friday. I have two very active daughters who play soccer. We are actually at the soccer field 6 days a week currently. And my husband works an opposite shift as me. So we have a very busy, very full life. I too, like Katy, also have a multi-generational household. My mother-in-law does live with us. So I am the cook, I am the cleaner, I am the taxi cab driver, and I am the fixer of all things. And I still manage to make this business work. A little bit more about myself and why I chose this company. I was with a previous company and that didn't end up working out. I thought after that, I'm done. I'm not going to do this anymore. I didn't see a lot of benefits from the previous company. And then in came Cass. I actually was on medical leave from work in October of 2024. I had major surgery. I had open heart surgery to fix a repair that I was born with. So I was in the thick of healing. But that also meant that since I was on medical leave, I was literally only getting like 1/4 of my pay. And she told me, I think you need to check this company out. These wellness products are amazing, and I really think that they're going to align with your beliefs. So I hemmed and hawed about it for a little while and then thought, what do I have to lose? I have a little bit of time right now. I'm not at work, I'm healing. And I was really looking to level up my own personal wellness journey. I also was my father's caretaker before he passed away. And if you have seen somebody that is very close to you slowly lose their life because of poor choices, it really does shift something in you and you want to be the healthiest version of yourself, not only for your family, but just to feel the best that you can. I came into this business not wanting to build a team. I wanted to make money to basically pay for my products, like not out of pocket. I just wanted to earn enough money so that I could buy what I wanted. And I am here to tell you that Katy was my best customer. Before she signed on as an ambassador, she was my best customer. And I ended up realizing that she could do this too with me, that we could lock arms, that we could go as far as we wanted to go in this company. And really, the rest is history. So I'm just here to tell you that no matter how busy you are, you can make money here. There is room for you at this table. We want you here. We are looking for hardworking women who are ready to just get a little uncomfy because you have to get uncomfy, but you can thrive here. Doesn't matter if you have no experience or not, and it really doesn't matter how busy you are. This fits into your schedule. You don't have to make this fit. You don't have to set aside a ton of time. You can work it as much as you want in the times that works for you. This has really been such a wonderful experience. These women are my best friends. And up until recently, I hadn't met all of them in person, but we all just believe wholeheartedly in these products. And when you are surrounding yourself with like-minded women, sky is the limit. So that's what I'm here to say. I hope everybody finds this call like really informative. And I am passing it on to my girl, Amber.
All right. Thanks, Marissa. Hi, guys. I'm Amber. I am 39 years old. I work full time. I am a single mom to 6-year-old girl boy twins who are my entire world, but they keep me on my toes, that's for sure. Um, so, about 2 years ago, give or take, I was probably at my lowest low. I felt like I had hit rock bottom. I was going through a divorce. My mom unexpectedly passed away. I gave up on myself, right? Like I was throwing in the towel, but I finally was like, you know what? Enough is enough, especially now as a single parent. My kids only have me, right? There's not another parent at my house for them to fall back on. There's no one to tap in for me. It's me. I have to show up the best that I can. So I decided, you know what? I am tired of struggling. I am just tired of barely making it, and I was ready to grab a hold of my life again. So I did. I completely transformed my health. You know, like Katy has lost like 80 plus pounds. I'm right behind her. I'm almost at the 80-pound mark that I have lost. You know, my mindset, just everything. And I am building a business that allows me to show up for my kids, but also provide for my kids as a single parent without having to depend on anybody else. And I wanted that really bad. I wanted my choice not to affect my children. So I knew I needed to do something more, right, financially. I was with a previous company as well. It didn't work out and I was done. I was like, I can't do this again. Like, I'm exhausted. All the work and effort that you're putting in, like, the money wasn't there. Like, let's be real, right? People work because they want the money. If you're putting in the work, you're putting in the effort, and it just was not showing up, I was exhausted. I knew I didn't have that time and that energy to put into another business, especially as a single mom now, and take away from my kids. But what I found with Shaklee is it is completely different. And you will hear us say that time and time again. This business is truly different. Shaklee is truly different. You know, we're coming up on 70 years with Shaklee. They've been around, you know, they have science backed patents on their products. They are clinically tested and proven. They are true, clean products. Our CEO is absolutely incredible. You know, most people in their businesses don't even know who their CEO is. Like our CEO makes it known who he is, and it is absolutely amazing. And what I really love is that it's not just fads that Shaklee is offering, right? Like my previous company, it's not just workouts and shakes, right? You got put into a little bubble of who you could really help. I love that Shaklee is all across the board, all things health and wellness, all things. It supports your health, your home, your family, everything, which I think is absolutely amazing. So it's not only helping me on my own journey and my financial relief, but I'm able to help other people as well. As far as succeeding here, right? Everybody wants to succeed. And unlike the last company, you know, I tried really hard, but it just didn't get me to where I wanted to be. And I was concerned about that. You know, am I going to go through that whole thing again, not make any money, you know, pulling my time away here and there? Everybody can succeed here at Shaklee, and there's so many different ways that you can succeed here. And I think that is one of the most beautiful things, honestly, about Shaklee is their compensation plan, because it literally reaches everybody, no matter what stage of the business that you are in or that you want to be in. You know, whether you are just ready to dip your toe in it a little bit here and there, or if you're ready to go balls to the wall, like you can do that and your bank account will show. It will reflect how hard you work. You know, your income matches your effort. You put in a little effort, you'll get a little in return. If you put in a lot of effort, you're going to be going to that bank a lot more, right? Like it's going to just fill up, which is amazing. There's multiple ways to earn. Cass touched on it for a hot second in the beginning. You can build a team here and you can win. But if you don't want to build a team here, you don't have to, and you can still win. You can build an amazing customer base and still, as Cass says, bring the money to the bank, right? Like you can still do all of that. On top of, there's different incentives, different bonuses. We're getting ready to go to Cabo, paid trip, just for helping other people live a cleaner, longer, healthier life. Like it is truly incredible that everybody can really win here in this space. Um, and it's the flexibility too. I mentioned I'm a single mom, and that was extremely important to me because I don't want to take away any more time from my kids. You can work this in small pockets, you can work it here and there, you can work it however you want. And Shaklee has truly been a game changer for me because I am supporting myself, my kids on my own. I'm Nobody else is helping me with the bills, right? It's all on my own. And going from a two-person household income to a one-person is really freaking hard. And now that I'm able to tell my kids yes more, they're not going without, right? I'm standing on my own 2 feet doing this. Like, Shaklee truly is the answer to make that extra money and to be happy and to love your job in the smallest pockets of time. You don't have to have 40 hours a week to do this job. So with that, I'm going to wrap it up here. As Katy had said earlier too, with this business, like, she works with her best friend. Her best friend is her mentor. And that is amazing. Grab one of your besties and be like, let's do this together. Let's do this together. Want to learn this together, make some money together. You will have the time of your life. You will have the time of your life. I signed up with my bestie, Cass. She's my mentor. So I'm going to go ahead and pass that on over to her.
Hi guys. Wow. I almost feel like there's not much more to say here, but I'm never short of words. So if you don't know me, I'm Cass, and I am a full-time probation officer. I have 5 kids, a big blended family, and working with teenagers in the system and then teenagers at home. It is a really busy life. I am also 8 months postpartum. So there's no dull moment. Just prior to me speaking, I had a screaming, crying baby run past me in the background. So, if you are thinking, I just don't know if I can do this, I'm so busy, or maybe I just had a baby, or my family's changing, or my life is changing, and I'm so spread thin. I promise you, like Amber said, you can be successful here. Um, when I joined Shaklee, I actually had just found out that I was pregnant, and I knew, but nobody else knew. I was very, very early on, and I made the decision to join this company because, like so many others, I came from another company where I put in a lot of work. And based on the amount of work that I put in, I made a little bit of income, but it wasn't ever a situation where I was like, okay, I can pay off my credit cards and I can build a savings, right? And so I knew that I was going to have a double daycare payment coming up, and I was really scared. And I made the decision to join Shaklee, and not just Shaklee, but join this specific team. And I'll talk about that in just a few minutes. But somebody asked me recently, like, why Shaklee? Why did you pick Shaklee? And there's a lot of really cool facts about Shaklee. Like, we are the fastest growing company. We have more clinical trials than any other company out there. So that means that we like test our products more. We have more like long-term studies done. You heard 70 years, like 70 years of clinical trials and research on the products that we have. We created the multivitamin, the first plant-based protein. Like, we are debt free. There are so many cool things about this company. And yes, the company has paid out billions in bonuses, but I didn't actually know any of that when I joined. And so for me, I think when I joined, I knew that my season of life was going to change. And I was coming from like workouts and shakes, and this is the way to wellness. And I knew that it was time for a huge pivot. I felt different. I was finally putting myself first. Like, joining this company was me choosing me and choosing my family and doing what was best for my family and for me at the time. And I knew that I needed an opportunity for wellness that matched that. And so if wellness feels like I'm pregnant and I can't do movement, but I need to focus on wellness in a different way, Shaklee does that. Maybe you're on a journey to get in the best shape of your life and you want to get absolutely ripped. Shaklee does that. Maybe you're on a hormone health journey. Shaklee does that too. Maybe you're just one product at a time trying to go non-toxic living. Shaklee does that. Maybe you're like me and you're like, hey, I want to take my fake lash extensions off and nurse my lashes back to health. Shaklee also does that. There is no there is no space for, oh, Shaklee doesn't do that. We don't have that. We have it all. We do it all. And wellness looks a million different ways for a million different people at any point in your life, and Shaklee does that. So if you're asking, does this company align for me? Absolutely. It's just up to you to decide, how does it align for you and what do you want it to look like? And, we talked about having not needing 40 hours a week to do this business. Every single person that you heard from tonight works full time and is a mom and is busy and is caring for somebody and leading somewhere. And you heard everybody talk about, what does this look like? Who are we looking for? And yes, you can come in to grow a team. You can come to make direct sales. But the very foundational work here is impact for other people. And so if you are only coming because you need to make money, you will immediately fizzle out. You will burn out. You will lose your passion. But if you want to make impact and help other people, I promise you the income comes with that. We always lead. We have servant hearts here. We always lead with impact first. It's not how can somebody help us in our business, it's how can we help other people find solutions. And so if that feels like it aligns with you, you are absolutely who we are looking for. We are not looking for women who just want to make a little bit of money here and there. Like right now, we are in a season of building and growing. So we want women who want to come in and grow something amazing with us, who want to lock arms with us, bring new creative ideas to the table. And it doesn't matter whether you've been in this space, like Katy said, ever before in your life or not. Katy has never done network marketing. She's never done community marketing. She's never done online sales through social media. And I learn from her every single day. So we want other people who are coming in and saying, let me put my perspective here. Let me give some creative ideas. Self-starters, very driven women, people who are already leading somewhere. So if you feel like you are leading in your home and you're a stay-at-home mom or you're leading in your place of employment, we want you here. We want your brain. We want you to partner with us because we are looking for other driven women who want to create something amazing. So if you are interested in this and this has really touched your heart tonight, just know that the systems that we got when we started will immediately be passed down to you. You don't have to worry about, I'm not good at social media or I don't have a big following. Every single thing in this business is a teachable opportunity. And so you're not expected to know it. You're just expected to be open to learning about it. And that's what the systems we already have in place will teach you. And then if you decide you want to build a team, those will be passed down to you so that you can mentor. And when you sign up, you don't just get your upline, you get all of us. And then you get our mentors and the people who taught them. And so you will have a very supportive environment. And we are really excited to grow our team and to have you. So thank you for being here tonight. Thank you for watching the recording. And we will see you guys on the flip side.